Hi guys, welcome back. In today's video, I'm sharing my top 5, that's not 5, that's 10, top 5 redhead makeup mistakes. If that sounds good to you, just hang out. Okay, so in today's video, I'm gonna go through my top 5 most egregious redhead makeup mistakes. These are not all inclusive. Also, there's not really any rules to makeup. Wear what you like. Do what you like. If you look in the mirror and your face looks like my bad makeup pictures, that's not a personal attack on you. I'm just saying maybe consider adjusting. Does that mean? That sounds really mean. I don't mean it to be mean. We've all made crazy makeup mistakes as we're learning and getting better and, you know, kind of evolving with trends and time and all that stuff. So let's get started. Okay, so with foundation, the mistake that a lot of fair-skinned ginger folks make is by choosing the palest shade, like right off the bat. And that's not necessarily what's going to be best for you. When you choose a foundation that's too light for you, especially when you have more mature skin or textured skin, it's just going to enhance that texture, enhance that. It's not a great look. So when your foundation is closer to, or even maybe a little bit, like one shade or like a half shade darker than perhaps you think it should be, it's probably gonna be spot on. It's gonna look more natural. It's gonna look more like skin. When you're a fair-skinned, freckle-faced ginger, your mind just automatically thinks that you're like porcelain milk goblin. And you're not, probably. The number of people that are using the palest shade of foundation is super small, okay? Super small. You're probably not as pale as you think you are. If you get your foundation on and you still look a little bit deep, make sure that you bring it down your neck to help blend. And then if it's still too deep, you can always brighten under your eyes, on your chin, and down the center of your face with a little bit of concealer, but the rest of your skin and your face will thank you. Okay, the next mistake that redheads can make is ignoring blush. And this isn't just a redhead mistake. So even if you add just a little bit of contour or a little bit of bronzer, blush is the key to making your face look healthy, youthful, glowing, bright, happy, all of those things that you want your face to look like, right? So here's foundation face with blush and without blush. So with your blush doesn't have to be like a super bright pink clownish color. You can do a very subtle shade, you can do a very natural and peachy shade, and don't be afraid to take the blush off of your cheeks and to other areas of your face too. If you bring a little bit onto the bridge of your nose, it gives you that really beautiful like sunburned kind of look. A little bit on your forehead just above your eyebrows helps to also bring that sun-kissed youthful glow to your face also. Remember, your blush also fades throughout the day, so if it looks a little strong at first, give it some time before you walk out the door, or you can just maybe put a little translucent powder on top just to help calm it down. So another mistake that fair-skinned gingers make is too harsh on the eyes, way too harsh. One of the higher crimes of ruining your face and just a super unflattering makeup look is just dark black eyeliner in the waterline that's unblended, it's too harsh, it's aging, it's outdated, and it's just not a good look. If you just must use black, use a black pencil, go over it with a black shadow and smudge it to soften. Don't go too crazy. And then on your bottom lash line, for God's sake, do not just run it in that waterline. There's a time and a place for that look, but just for like regular everyday makeup, evolve. Move on. You could use a gray, you could use a darker brown. I really like to use bronze because the metallic shift in it will help diffuse the light and really soften it while still giving you that definition. But today, I just use like a darker gray shadow, but not black. But I just made sure to kind of rub off any of the shadow or pencil that might have been on this flat definer brush before I really got into that lower lash line. Then you can curl your lashes and add mascara. See, you can definitely get that definition without making your eye look raccoonish. Not when you are a goblin ginge. It's just not a good look. Just stop doing it. Moving on to some of the highest crimes of ginger makeup is eyebrows, okay? What I see often and what I surprisingly saw a lot when I was in Ireland is too dark of brows. when you are shading in your eyebrows, you want to try to use the lightest color that you can get away with, especially if you are still learning about how to shape your brows, or you're maybe not comfortable messing around with the shape and the shade and all that stuff. So for example, I mean, this is all brows, but like at no point should a ginger be putting this color in the brows. Not like this color ginger. If you're auburn, then you're very close to brown. Use brown. Do you see what happens when you do too dark of brows? Just look. So to create that dark brow, I just used a too dark brow powder and then a little bit of liner in there for the brow strokes because I don't have a brow blade in the wrong color. So I am going to go in with this powder. Okay, I think those are sisters. They're not twins. So you can see here that I did my brow powder quite light, and then I've gone through with this brow blade ink stain to create little brow strokes, make it a little bit more natural. And then to soften a little bit more, you just take a spoolie and run it through your brow. At this point, you could also set it with a little bit of clear brow gel. You can see that it's quite natural looking, very soft. Very different than too dark. Do you see what too dark does to you? Zoinks. The highest crime in redhead makeup dumb is forgetting your brows. As crazy as too dark of brows looks, no brows looks crazy. Your face isn't finished until you've framed it with your eyebrows. You could like forego the rest of your face as long as your brows are on. And I do that quite often. The impact of eyebrows cannot be overstated. Too much can be way too much, but leaving them off, that can age you, that can make you look just, you know, just generally strange. So even if all you do is just a little bit of powder just to give yourself some shape, just do that. That was my top 5 redhead makeup mistakes. So to recap, you need to match your foundation or it's disaster. Don't forget the blush. Don't go too strong on your eyes if it's just a regular look. Get your brows in order. Make sure you're choosing the correct shade so you don't look bonkers. And don't forget to just address them in general. Those are my top 5 makeup mistakes for redheads. And if I forgot anything or you have a tip, make sure to leave it down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching today and for hanging out. I really appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this one, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel. I upload new videos here on YouTube every Thursday at noon. You can also follow me on all my socials, Instagram, Twitter. I'm not great at Snapchat anymore since no one cares about it. So all of the products that you see here on my good makeup face will be listed down in the description box below with links. I think that's all the biz. I will catch you next week in next week's video. Bye! Description block. What the fuck am I doing? That looks ridiculous. Description box. Fucking car down in the description box. Fuck. This good makeup face will be holy shit, the fucking car. Do you hear that? I liked a lot. 5 redhead makeup mistakes. I swear to fucking God. That car is so loud. Is there a drag race going on in the street? Come on, focus, you turd.